Good morning. I wake up very irritated because Marina Rubin'Stein works overtime to try and drive me crazy. Those are the lingos that they used. Along with some friends. Now, for those who are now coming in on this public court case, this started with me leaving New York Periodontist due to some work ethics and looking for a little bit more. Now, what I've learned is that when you're looking for more, you don't always get it. It comes in a form of deceitfulness. When you go to a job interview, you try to impress them. They also try to impress you with their lies, their production, their reason for actually still having an office. Now, I went on lots of interviews, jobs that I didn't get for whatever reason, and jobs that I did get based off my experience, my articulation, and the factors that I have an education. Now, upon going on this interview, they have a premeditation of shunning their patients and their employees. Now, why? I'm not sure. But being a pessimistic, let's break the word down because his mother used the word randomly to me. I wouldn't say it was towards me because I'm not sure where she's directing her energy. She always looked like she's speaking to something on my shoulder. Now, she used the word pessimistic, like it was a new word she learned. And I didn't respond. I didn't think about it. I had no thoughts on it. It was random. It was weird because I noticed her body language was different coming down towards me being fired. Now, I'm no idiot. I read a letter of termination and I packed my shit up and I left. Very simple, very easy. No complaints. And since then, that 1 year kept getting repeated over and over and over again. And I'm just like, okay, I don't work there anymore. I've never had this problem prior to me working at any dental office with a camera, where I need to adjust myself due to an old woman trying to play mental games with me. An old woman. She has 3 grown boys. Heard what I said? Boys, not men. Boys. One of them even called me his sister. Excuse me? Are you delusional? I use the word delusional because he's holding on to that word. I noticed that they hold on to words, people, and things. Then they find other people to intimidate, threaten, to do their dirty deed for them while they live their life normal. Let me tell you something, Marina Rubin'Stein. I grew up in the church. The church prepared me for you. I dealt with you as a child. So when I came to America, my expectations was not of dealing with you. That's how serious it is. That's how much you watch me. You've heard about the Watchers. They're in the Bible. They're speaking of people like you that uses your eyes as binoculars to see other people's life. This is why he said, call on each other as gods. For if you want to see the God, which is that's not his name, you must die, be judged, put up for judgment, before you think you can ever get to the highest of the heavens. This is why we all go to hell first. And then the people made it one step better and said, we live in heaven and hell. And I said, we do? Why do you say that? Well, when you're poor, you're in hell, and when you're rich, you're in heaven. Excuse me? That's your analogy? Very interesting. Yet, the rich still has 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. And the poor man is still begging the rich man for food. I see hell. I don't see where the rich is in heaven. I see them live in luxury. Their bills are bigger than mine. Their mortgage is 15 times more than my rent. Their education costs more. Their clothes cost more. Everything they do costs more. So that means their reproduction must be more than their spend out. That's hell. Now, you poor people think when you send your first child to college, oh, I'm the first to go to college in my family, that you've accomplished something. College was free. College didn't cost you anything when you have to still apply for financial aid. That's the government's money. So you being the first ones to go to college just says that your parents was lazy and took a horrible way out to put you as the burden. Because now you being the first one to go to college means you must bring money back to the family. Their expectations for you is very high. You're the first one to go to college. You're going to make money. And where are they now? You were the first one to go to college. What did you accomplish after? What are you doing now? How much of your family members, or how many is the correct term, of your family members are you financially supporting? I learned that how much statement from the black professor that didn't know how to use the word heteric. Maybe she was the first one to go to college in her family. Each one teach one. But what are you trying to teach me? How to be stupid? Why? When all I have to do is go on Instagram and watch stupid shit. Excuse me, isn't that what they do? Influencers? Which we're directly not getting off topic because it's all a part of the court case. This was a plan to influence me in forgetting who I am and where I came from. Only remembering them and their family. While 3 men claim that I am their wife, 4 men, one in Tennessee, one in New York, a former employee, and some random guy in Australia. This all happened since December 15, 2018. Then a random girl that I've never met before came up to me and said, Shayna and Shauna is the same person. No, we are not. Who are you? Where do you know me from? I didn't know when I came to America I had to be a dingle dumb fuck of somebody else, preferably speaking of Pam Shula. I didn't know when my parents brought me to America, I had to pretend to be somebody else to live free, while they try to steal my freedom. I didn't know becoming an American citizen, mind you, I've been an American citizen since I was a child. My grandfather was an American citizen, which made my mother an American citizen, which made me a born American citizen in another country. Do your homework, bitch. So there was nothing ever illegal about me. So I'm not sure why Pam Shula, Dr. Mike, who begged to come to America as a refuge, is trying to obstruct my legal status. Marina Rubin'Stein, who came here as a fucking immigrant, is fucking with my American citizenship. This is why I said, do your homework before you decide to shun me, because I am coming for your entire inheritance. If it's one thing I have a low tolerance for, is old people that are fucking stupid. And this old bitch had 8 years to be fucking stupid under the American fucking law and government. Now, sure what the court is doing, but I did extend this to the highest court in the world, England, International Court of Justice, because I am not joking. I am far from laughing at idiocy from leaders and judges. This is why I said no biased judge. I find it very odd and peculiar how you are all judges and yet your discretion is questionable. Now, let me ask a very important question. Why have laws if you're going to base life on who you know, not what you know? You know, if I knew rich people, a lot of people will not know me. I'll be a very private person. I'm already private, and by all means, I'm very wealthy. Now, rich is a state of mind. Education is rich. Money is the luxury to education. It's all about how you use it. Now, coming in contact with the right people, I will go very far. And I plan on it. A patient asked me, she said, what do you plan on doing in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself? Whoa, I've never been asked that question before, not by a patient, but wow, what an intriguing question. I see myself as being very successful and accomplished. And I did just that. I published 2 books while struggling for money. And then I decided to do 2 steps up. I made a podcast, and then I made this YouTube video that's very personal to my listeners because they can relate to the things that I go through or I've already been through. And other conversations are coming. This is just, unfortunately, the main topic because there are so many people that have been shunned under the same law, in the same way and fashion. When all you have to do is let go. Get that person off your mind. It's very simple. But you rather be difficult in your life and somebody else's life. Never claim me. I do not believe in true love. I have no time to waste on nonsense. So listen to it very carefully, because a lot of you out there are claiming me as your wife. If I wanted your husband, I would find your husband and possibly most likely fuck him. But I do not. So therefore, I do not want to be your doppel-dingle dumb fuck wife. So let go. Because I see you just like you see me. Now, they're playing this mind game, right? They're now wanting to meet me. The same people that shunned me, stole my credit cards, claim I don't know who I am, wanting to steal my life for my money. I'm trying to find the logic and rationality in the reasons to why and how they thought about this, because it makes no sense. I worked there for a year. When I came there, I knew who I was. I gave you my New York State ID. You took a copy of it. I filled out the W-2 form with my name and Social Security number. 1 year later, you think I'm going to forget who I am? What sense does that make? After you emailed me my W-2 form, then you returned my credit card that you stole from me to my direct location with the fucking police, only to return at another location to steal the same credit card to tell me that I'm a stupid bitch. I don't know who I am. Who are you telling this to? And mind you, I am currently under the government system now for approximately 3 to 4 years, signing my fucking name in Social Security. Explain your bullshit shunning to me. To think that I'm going to go crazy over a boy that I don't want. Over emotions that don't fucking exist, that you are trying to project. Let me tell you something about energy transfer. This is why you don't hug people for too long. And when people use the word I, you always have to look at them, because I realize that they're trying to steal something. They thought that they can take abilities. I want her abilities. I'm like, how do you ask for abilities? What is ability and what is the meaning of ability? Ability is something that any and anyone can have. Whether it's the ability to do better or worse, it's still an ability. So you wanting somebody's ability makes you an incompetent idiot, because what is their abilities? And how are you so sure that this is the ability that you want and need? People have many abilities to do nothing. So immediately you sound stupid by saying you want somebody's ability. What school did you go to? MIT, right? Yeah, I'm putting them on the back burner. I wouldn't refer anyone to that school. Apparently, only idiots come out from there. What was your GPA when you graduated? What a humiliation. You graduated MIT wishing for abilities and capabilities. Oh, you're such an idiot. And I evaluated your friends. This is why I said, and I posted, why are you all friends? All you do is talk negative about each other. You had nothing nice to say. None of his friends had anything nice to say about him. All they said was, that nigga got herpes. I'm like, all right. He said it. It's for the public to see. Another guy had chlamydia 3 times. There is no justification, yet that was the only thing you can say about him. Now let's give a scenario. What if he didn't have herpes? What would you then say about him? Because I listened to him speak, and, you know, one person said that they were best friends with him, and in another video, he said that he has no friends. So I find it very interesting, the things that they say. I clearly tell people I don't have any friends. Never did. Never did. I knew people. And anyone who took offense to that, that's your prerogative. Where are you now? And why would you take offense to me saying that I have no friends? We don't speak. You don't call me. You look for me to call you first to feel important, assuming that I'm sitting here waiting for you to call me. No, I'm not even thinking about you. None of you. I knew this girl that lived in the Bronx, invited another individual to her house. Then they came to work and talk about it. Oh, have you ever been to her room? Have you ever been to her house? No. So, am I supposed to feel a way? You see her. Wow. Wow. You know, I'm gonna make a video to young girls between the ages of 13 and 25. I'm gonna make a video especially for you young ladies out there to protect yourself from stupid boys that call themselves men because you think they have money. You have a better chance at graduating school, not coming out a young baby mother, depending on some idiot that doesn't have a job and think $200 is money. But, you know, back to the main topic, which is people getting in the way of other people's accomplishment. Basically, that's what this is. It is people that are unhappy trying to intentionally get in the way of another's accomplishment, assuming that they can mind control you. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I don't need your mind control. I need you to leave me alone. You want something to go control? Have children. That's what you control. Your children. Not another adult. Not me. By all means. Please, not me. Because I'm the type of person to call you out and make you look very stupid. I'm good for that shit. Like, you don't even got a high school diploma. And who you controlling? You spend time thinking about dick, pussy, and using the word fucking oh my God. You're already a waste of fucking time. You're already your own fucking shun because you opened up your fucking mouth. I'm hoping you immediately perish. Like, ignorance does not sit well with me. Like I told you when you guys started this whole process, I said you are going to regret it. Number one. Number two, I told you to leave me alone. Number three, I explained to you that what you were about to do was the dumbest thing in the entire world. Only to turn around and assume that I would want to work for you again. There is no bygone be bygones. There is justice, so you can remove it. It's annoying. This is why I didn't vote for you. Because you're the type of person to say, oh, let bygones be bygones. After you gave away $600 million fucking dollars of the United States American taxpayer dollars. Only making, how much? How long have you been holding on to that $70 million? Where do you live? You are one of the only person I know that I've never seen your own house. Post it. Trump showed his house. Hillary Clinton showed their house. I don't even know if Joe Biden have a house. Most of you motherfuckers in that White House is homeless as fuck. Stop pretending that you're not. Most of you gave up your home, assuming that you're going to live in the White House for free and not be worked. That White House will put you to work 24/7. This is why it gave you the option of buying your own home. The White House is like a contract, right? You want to work for it? You want to work for me? This is basically what the White House is saying, right? I'm the White House. And I'm like, I'm beautiful, I'm big. I have so many rooms, right? And basically I said, if you want to work for me, you have an option. You can work for me, get paid, live outside. Or maybe you can stay inside. You'll still get paid, but you don't do nothing with that money. That money gets banked and you work. You don't get vacation like you do if you would have bought your own property. Invest in the land. You saw an opportunity to say, oh, well, I can just stay in the White House and I don't have to pay rent and I'll work. You are the rent, stupid. See, you think you're rich, but you're not. See, when that red phone picks up and I call you, you must answer. You live in my house. You don't get to say, I don't feel like it. You don't got an eye. You got a yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, house. I do as you say. So you need to understand that with every luxury, there's a price that you must pay. This is why you must understand the contracts. You don't understand the contract, you're done. It turns around and it says something ain't right. And it looks for somebody to speak for it. These motherfuckers out here think I'm fucking playing. See what's happening right now? That's the White House going, what the fuck? Do you people think you're doing? You forgot your fucking history? Now let me ask you all a question, since y'all are in school. How long did it take the United States White House to build? I'm going to ask your parents first because they decided to shun me. Let me ask the shunners. Since you know the Brooklyn Bridge is the only one made out of stone, you said? Riddle me this. Why? Why is it the only bridge that is made out of stone? Why did you research that? What is the benefit of the Brooklyn Bridge being made out of stone compared to the others made out of metal? Is the Brooklyn Bridge longer or shorter than the other bridges made out of metal? But yet, you wanted to fuck my life up without knowing me. Those were your exact words. After you and your mother decided to mentally attack me, go back into my past, dig up my sexual partners, and question why my life was so clean. I go to church, that's why my life is so clean. I give up certain things at certain times in my life. Sex mainly. Isn't that why you asked me to fuck? Till right now, they're still here. Her energy still lingers everywhere I go. This is how it started. Her asking me or saying to me, I don't know where my body is, but you said it. So why would I not know where my body is when I am currently speaking to the world on YouTube? Only for you to try and pull me from my body under your belief and your control? What I don't understand is that it's so many years now and they haven't given up yet. And why they haven't given up, I have no fucking idea. I would be humiliated if I was Marina, but I don't want to be. She's an overly highly sexual person. Who's trying to force me to have sex or be a lesbian. They had a whole conversation about it, her and Daniel, about whether or not I like men or women. Then he brought in his lesbian friend, the girl that was bouncing the basketballs. And she did some weird shit. It's on camera in Op 3. That was my room, Op 3. And it's like she kneeled down on her left knee, and it was like she was trying to propose. I was like, ew, what the fuck, bitch? Ew, get away from me. What the fuck are you doing? Who are you? Why are you here? Where do you know me from? Why are you in front of me? This is some weird shit. Get lost. Go play with your friends. I'm not your friend. And the crazy thing about it is, I posted pictures of myself next to Dennis Rodman in the office. It's on my Instagram account. Next to other employees in the office. And you're trying to, you know what, United States government, this is why I'm making such an impact. Because you're not going to allow her to keep doing this for this long. I want her dead. I want the death penalty. You don't understand my emotional trauma from letting someone go and them mentally trying to stalk me. Set my life up in their own way. Tell me who to feel for, how to love, and why I should love. Remember, the logo said, and he said it, he wants to get into the minds and the hearts of people. And then I had to deal with people I don't know. A Pam Schuler. After I said, I don't believe in true love. Now my mother is also in on the stupid shit, which I clearly don't understand. Why? Number one. Number two, I don't like her. Number three, I'm going to get a DNA test because I want to know if she's really my mother. And I'm hoping that she's not, because then I'm going to sue you for so much fucking money. Remember hashtag don't reject? Now let me tell you something what's even more funny. I posted on Pam Schuler's Instagram. She blocked me. Then I posted on her YouTube. She deleted most of the comments. Bitch, you acknowledge the fact that you read it. She had a meeting with her friends, saying, or maybe she was talking to herself, when she said, oh, it's her books, bitch, holding up a copy of my books. Now, in the beginning of this, I sent a DM to Dr. Mike, and I asked him, I said, do you know Jamila Roberts? the intelligence be the judge. 'Cause this stupid shit must come to an end.